Was it a Smurf without breasts or a Smurf with breasts?
Without.
The greater
Without.
breasted Smurf. Please do not swear, you're live.
It is exactly, yeah. Please do not. I wanted to quote the. Did you ever watch Bo Selector?
No.
Oh, there was somebody did a version of Davina McCall, and they went, "You are live on Channel 4. Please do not say," and then they just swore every time.
I like that.
I tell you what I watched this morning. Have you seen the? There's the whole elections at the moment with Andy Burnham and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard the?
Mr.
Have you heard
Starmer, isn't he going to resign this morning? I think.
There's something like that. It talks of an exit plan.
I've heard they've set up a podium outside Downing Street. That's literally breaking news right now.
Oh,
so
crikey.
It could happen imminently.
As we're talking.
But anyway, who cares about that?
Do you know what I think I'm more impressed with? Have you heard the Count Binface interview?
I haven't. To be honest, he's kind of. I get what he's doing, but he's kind of grown stale on me now. It's been a few years with Binface, and
I do wonder whether it's like who like passed on the mantle, like a Doctor Who, where it's like different people but like the same Binface. But I've got a clip of the interview. Have a listen to this.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on then.
Right,
Back to the nation.
who are you?
My name. What kind of journalist is this? You don't know? Have a look.
I've got my list here.
Burnham.
No, I realise that. Oh, you're Count Binface, yeah?
There you go. You did go to journalism school. Excellent. Yes, I.
A long time ago.
I beg your pardon?
I said a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh well, I wouldn't have known.
Why,
Look,
why are you standing in this election? Just a stunt?
It's A, because it's happening. B, I was at a loose end. C, because I believe elected mayors should serve out their terms before they're eligible to stand for Parliament.
Oh, you've made a sensible serious political point there.
Well, no, you're supposed to be impartial, mate. So let me carry on. I'm going to rephrase the traffic lights on Liverpool Road. I'll price cap Wigan kebabs at £2. I'll make cyclists who disobey the highway code have to ride unicycles instead. And I will turn HS2 into FFS1 and reroute it.
Not going to swear, are you?
No, I'm perfect. Although we are past the watershed, but don't worry. I'm a
No, we don't want you swearing, please.
I promise I won't. I'm a good boy. And but I'm going to reroute it through rail executives' homes. I'm going to build at least one affordable house. I mean, I could go on. What's Andy said he's going to do?
Oh, he said lots he's going to do, and he changes his mind from time to time. But anyway, are you going to save your deposit? Probably not.
No, in a word. But if I could beat the Tories or the Lib Dems, that would be quite funny.
Yeah, I suppose they wouldn't find it very funny, though, would they? How many votes do you think you're going to get?
Well, I'd be happy with one.
Do you live in the constituency?
I do tonight.
Well, it sounds as though you don't.
What do you?
No, of course not. I don't live here, no.
So why should I?
Well, a lot of candidates like to boast that they're local. You're obviously not too concerned about that.
Well, I'm looking at the putative Prime Minister Nigel Farage. He spends more time in America than in Clacton. So why should
you don't think Mr. Burnham's the putative Prime Minister then?
Well, they both putatas, that they will be the next PM. But I think at least Andy feels like he's slightly local to the area. But that's something. If I was to win...
He used to be the MP for Leeds, just not very far from here.
Exactly. If I win, I swear...
That's not going to happen.
Well, exactly. So I'm going to say, I swear I'll move to Makerfield if I win.
Okay, all right. I'm sure they'll all be delighted. Well, I'm sure there's other people who want to interview you. Thank you for talking to Sky News.
It's my pleasure. Well interviewed. Well done.
I love both people on either side of that exchange. That's theatre, isn't it?
It was the two and the throw in. It was just it was magical.
That's it almost pantomime. There's something beautiful about that.
It's the constant back and forth and the almost like South Park voice he's got on as well. I admire that.
Yeah, it's got a bit of that. Oh, it's Monty Python, isn't it? That's what it is. It's that sort of bizarre but quite literate stupidity.
He's almost like the Black Knight with the bin on anyway, isn't it? It's pretty much the same.
Actually.
Yeah, and the way they talk.
Inspiration, I imagine.
Yeah.
It's been a flesh wound. His come off.
Tis but a scratch. I recorded a video on yesterday with a local comedian, and we were doing a joke about where were we? Kidwelly, and the castle is actually where they do Monty Python. They filmed parts of the Holy Grail. So I think one of the clips was something like Kidwelly was a filming location of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and since then filming techniques have changed massively. And the next shot, then I skip off with coconut shells.
Again, it was just there's something beautiful about it. But then I've seen, I mean, that's a modern filming technique. I don't know if you've seen this. It's one of these silly viral video. We all love a viral video.
Love them.
And it was one of the, these Americans, they do these like promposals to like, will you go to prom with me sort of thing. They call it a promposal, apparently.
Yeah.
And there's one, there's this guy obviously asking this girl to prom, and he's got a bunch of his mates in on it. And there's like one of them opens the door, knocks on the door, and does this whole like, I can't remember exactly, but they do this whole like medieval page, like sir whatever has a message for you, and they have like the coconuts and they're clop 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 clop, and he comes pretend riding up on a horse, and they give out this message of, like kind of like the scene in Shrek with the the big scroll and there's Lord Farquaad requires your attention. Yeah. So
I haven't seen a promposal. I haven't heard that one. I've seen the. I suppose is that the same as like when you see the typical American girl look out the window and there's like a sign that's put out on the grass, like in flowers, like "Will you go to prom with me?" That's a promposal.
Yeah. It's a proposal to go to prom. That's promposal. Like
I didn't even realise that was they'd given a name to that. That's how. Yeah.
Oh, everything's got a name these days. You can call you can call anything. Well, you can't call anything that gets you in a lot of trouble. But you can call something most things,
It's normally an amalgamation of something. What was the Brexit?
Brexit.
Exactly.
That was a catchy one.
It's
just become a term now, hasn't it? It's just a Brexit. I mean, It's quite silly at the start, but that's just it.
It sounds like a type of Twix, doesn't it? Like, I expect it to have like layers of chocolate and as a biscuit.
See, I feel like it's more like a healthy breakfast bar, a Brexit, or one of those ones that your dad would have, but you'd think, oh, that looks horrible. Why are you eating that?
It's technically one of your fiber day, high in fiber.
Yeah, and you just don't go to the toilet for a week afterwards or something. Yeah, I don't know. A Brexit. Do you want a Brexit? No, God.
No, I've just had Weetabix, man.
I've just had one. I've just had a Brexit.
Welcome to the Big Little Talk podcast, a podcast where we ask, how well do you know where you live? Today's guest is the finalist of Channel 4's Secret Genius, Amy Morris. Amy, how are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good. And what have you been up to today?
Oh, not much. Just running around trying to keep you in check.
Oh, yeah. Should probably say, anyone who is listening who isn't familiar with the situation, myself and Amy...
We're married.
My wife.
Do you know what? When it came to the... I think we were just about to do we just done the wedding vows in the church. And as we walked out, there was the brass band, which was my dad and Amy's father-in-law performing. And
Stepdad.
I just... Stepdad, sorry. I get them all mixed up.
Your dad is my father-in-law, babe.
Exactly, the same person, isn't it?
You could have styled that one. My dad and Amy's father-in-law. That's that's one person.
That would have worked, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
As we were standing watching the band perform, I just sort of moved aside to Amy and just went, "You're my wife now."
Do you not get a cooling off period, Amy? What went on there?
Yeah, no, his mother won't take any refunds.
I should have had a receipt.
I've tried.
Or some sort of prenup. And today's co-host is Nathan. Nathan, you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing.
You're doing?
I'm doing.
Now, Amy, without telling us outright, what is your location known for?
Socks. A famous TV presenter.
They do, yeah, that's correct. So comedians and entertainers tend to travel for hours on end to attend shows, but do they know what's on their front door? Our team of intense researchers, which definitely isn't just me doing a 30-minute Google AI search, have prepared the following questions to see if you know your local area. Today's location is Ammanford. John Rhys Davies, famous for playing Gimli in Lord of the Rings, was raised in Ammanford. On the set of Helm's Deep, he was quoted as saying he feels right at home. Now, Nathan, would you like to take us through the snapshot?
Yes, so Ammanford is the third largest town in Carmarthenshire with a population of, give or take, 14,000 people. Around half of the population speak Welsh, which you might expect being from Wales. The legendary British and Irish Lions and the Wales international winger Shane Williams grew up here, and it is currently home to one of the, I'm told, best comedians in the world, Gareth P. Morris.
Right, that was very nice of you, Nathan. Thanks for putting that tagline on the end.
I'm not sure that information's verified, I'll be honest.
Yeah, well, you know what it's like with these AI searches. They just make things up, don't they? So.
Right, so round one is local legend or load of lies. So I've got 3 pieces of information here. They could all be real. They could all be fake. You've got to sniff them out. Each question is worth a point. Feel free to discuss them, and obviously Nathan can chime in as well and discuss them as well. So, are you ready, Aim?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Question 1. Ammanford was originally called Cross Inn, named after a pub on the outskirts of the Llanderbeer parish. The name was changed to Ammanford, which roughly translates to ford on the River Ammon, after local religious leaders weren't keen on a developing town being named after a drinking establishment.
Oh, that, you know,
I told you.
I mean, yeah, well, there is a crossing, but it's not on the outskirts of Llanderbeer. It's right in the centre of town.
Mm.
But I don't know. I'm going to say that's false.
You sure?
I don't know. Well, because Cross Hands is up the road, and that was named because they would transfer prisoners. So the crossing is no. I'm going to say false.
False. Nathan, what do you think, mate?
Well, I wouldn't have the first clue, being not local.
Fair.
I mean, places being renamed, that's a pretty Welsh thing. You'd like to rename things in a more Welsh
No.
way.
No. It's not the Welsh that renamed anywhere.
Okay, no, you make a good point. I mean, okay, places being renamed after they were already renamed once, back to the name they maybe originally had. That's a Welsh thing.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you said Ammanford is loosely translated into the ford over the River Ammon. I mean, there's nothing loose about that.
Yeah.
It is exactly that, isn't it? Yeah.
And also, it's not a translation because Ammanford is the English version.
Yeah, that's.
Read Ammon.
I'm with Amy here. That's like saying.
Thank you.
That's like saying shopping centre is loosely translated as centre where you shop.
Centre of shopping.
It's like, no, that's exactly what it means.
It's like, yeah, it's like I was born in Colville, like Leicester. It's just, and everyone would go, oh yeah, did you know it translates to Coal Town because it was a coal area? I was like, oh wow, I did not know that.
I did not know that the town called Coal Town translated to Coal Town.
No, that might be because isn't it like Ville, V-I-L-L-E, like French for town?
French for town.
Yeah.
That's actually more of a translation,
it is a translation.
than yeah. That's actually more credible.
Yeah, I suppose.
Anyway,
yeah.
we've gone off on a tangent.
Right. Yeah. So you think it's false, yeah?
Yeah.
It's false. It is true.
Is it really?
This happened in 1880 with the local pub, the Old Cross Inn, being a nod to the old town name. There were multiple reasons for the change, including there being, as Nathan guessed, too many cross-inns in Carmarthenshire. Or you said, no, Amy, sorry, cross-hands, too many cross-inns in Carmarthenshire. So you got cross-hands, you've got a cross-inn, and then you had another cross-inn. And it was basically the meeting point between the Ammon paths. And they just basically put a pub there, and then the pub developed into a bigger area, and they were like, "Hang on, this is getting bigger than Llanderbeer," and that's how Ammanford came about.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're not laughing, you're learning.
Can't wait to use this information in my day-to-day life.
Sitting in Carlisle. Right, question 2, Aim. Ammanford held an official Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people dressed as Smurfs, where a scheduled gathering took place in the park in 1995.
That's the most random thing I've ever heard. I mean, I want to say true because I was wrong on the last one, and I want that one to be true. But then if you're going to have the largest gathering of Smurfs, you're going to have it in Ammanford. There's no links to the Smurfs here, there? Is it just like, but it could just be that random. Funny story, I gave a Smurf a piggyback once upon a time.
You gave a Smurf a piggyback?
Yeah.
Which one, Papa?
I don't know which one he was dressed as, but I was covered in blue body paint.
You don't know which one he was dressed. They don't really have. Do they have names? All I know is
come on.
Lots of normal Smurfs, female Smurf, old Smurf. That's the Smurfs, isn't it?
Yeah, there was no beard and there was a white hat, so it was a generic Smurf.
Was it a Smurf without breasts or a Smurf with breasts?
Without.
The greater
Without.
breasted Smurf. That's one of the subspecies. See, my question would be, when did this allegedly happen? Because if it's anything past like 2010, they would all have been minions instead. So you can.
It was
Well, you said
1995. 1995, yeah.
Right, I'm going to say true because I really, 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 really want that to be true. And if it's not, I suggest that we make it happen.
Oh, okay, right. It's false. Swansea previously held the Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people dressed as Smurfs. They had 2,510 students and participants packing the former Oceana nightclub on June 8th, 2009, just before Despicable Me came out. This has since been beaten by a town in France, with the current world record standing at 3,076 Smurfs. One Smurfette, one Bampy.
That's just what French people look like.
They just got onions around them.
Yeah. They're famously, all French people are blue. That's just science.
Dabba-dee-dabba-dabba-dabba-die.
Yeah. Yeah, there. And you know who wrote that song? You know who wrote that song?
Eiffel 65.
There you go.
Hey, were you around when? How old are you, Nathan?
27.
You weren't around when that song came out, were you?
No, but interesting story. It was one of my favourite songs as a baby.
It was class. It was really catchy. But I think my sister had it on
So
tape.
even then I knew
The French were Smurfs.
Yeah, I mean that's just latent knowledge of the Englishman is hatred of the French. It's in our veins.
Right. So, next question then, Amy. You're doing really well so far.
No, I'm not. I've got no point. At least this negates any illusions that people might think I was pre-prepared.
Oh, you weren't prepared for any of this. Right. Question 3. Local football club, the Betos Blackbirds, once used a live chicken as a raffle prize to successfully fund their league entry.
Oh, that has to be true. It's Betos.
Yeah, that's like the most rural thing. That sounds perfectly normal for any remotely rural area.
Are you implying that Betos uses chicken as currency, are you?
No, I'm just like, it's totally believable. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know Betos that well, but it just feels like it could be any small village in Wales, and that would be true.
So you say
it's just an awesome thing to do.
You know, you've got 2 petrol stations. You've got the one in Tesco and then in Ammanford, and then you've got the one that's just on the Betos part one. Are you saying that if somebody goes into the Betos petrol station, they could pay with chickens, and then if you go to the Ammanford petrol station, you can't, and then maybe as they walk out, somebody go, "Oh, I tried to pay with chickens again."
Well, it wasn't currency, was it? It was a prize. It was a gift.
Yeah, I'm saying if I saw a raffle and the first prize was a chicken, I'd be buying all the tickets.
That's like that guy that I can't remember where I've seen this, but there's some girl went on a date with a young farmer and he gifted her a wheel of cheese. That's just a thing.
That's true, isn't it? Where have I seen that?
I don't know who it was. It was, I assume, just one of these viral posts that take over our lives.
It was a viral post, wasn't it? I remember that. That's one thing I found as well with yourself, Nathan. Your knowledge on memes is incredible.
I'm chronically online, is what you're trying to say. And it's true.
So question 3, you think that's true, yeah?
Yeah.
It is true. In 1945, the precursor club to Ammanford AFC, the Betos Blackbirds, started their entire financial setup using revenue generated from a raffle where the grand prize was a donated chicken.
That's just awesome.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I stand by the fact that I would enter any raffle that offered me a chicken as a prize.
You do have to look after the chicken, though, isn't it? It's like when people, I never want someone to buy me flowers because they've bought me a responsibility.
That's a fair point.
You know what I mean? Like, now I have to care for the thing and make sure it doesn't die. And I imagine a chicken is harder than flowers.
Yeah, I think the lifespan's a little longer. Is there such a thing as a house chicken? Or do they have to be outside and coop?
I imagine your house would stink after a couple of days.
Yeah, I don't think you can toilet train a chicken.
No.
A lot of things, including raccoons, but not chickens, I don't think.
I would love a house raccoon. Aim, can we have a house raccoon?
No.
Why not?
No, you can't.
Because we're this close to already having a house raccoon, and his name is Nathan.
Look, I'm not moving in anytime soon. But what I will point out is that no one can have raccoons because I've looked into this. Because obviously anyone would want one. They're classed as an invasive species, and therefore it's illegal to own one. And if you do own one, if you come into possession of a raccoon, as sometimes happens, you have to keep it in an enclosure at all times, and it's not allowed any contact with people outside. It's really quite strict what you're allowed to do with a raccoon.
Into this.
Yeah,
I did not know they were classed as a non-native invasive species.
Yeah, well, they're natively North American, and indeed, I think basically because they're so clever, they just outcompete all the native wildlife. So it would, like, foxes would be screwed because they'd be dealing with these guys who have brains like 20 times the size.
I wouldn't want foxes to be displaced, but I'd have no problem with grey squirrels because, to be honest,
Well,
they kind of
yeah.
brought themselves, didn't they?
The problem is the reds would go as well. The raccoons would just they're too strong. They can't be. I saw someone say that they would make really, really useful pets because they're so intelligent and they have their nimble little hands, but they possess the devil's mischief and can't be trusted, and that's completely true. But yeah, they've been. I think it was maybe in Germany or something that obviously after colonization of the Americas, some were brought over to try and, because people saw them and naturally, thought, well, these things are great, we need them, and they have just population explosion, and they're crossing the border because the EU doesn't have border controls, so those raccoons, those Schengen raccoons, they're all over Europe. Even in northern Italy you can find them now. But yeah, we don't let them in this country. Although there was one, and I'm really going on a tangent here, there was one arrived in a shipping crate in Southampton recently, which
Really?
caused a bit of a stir. I think it was Southampton. I don't know what they did with it, but yeah.
See, there's all this talk about borders. Pretty good with raccoons. They're not coming over.
Start the boats, but only for raccoons. That's what I'm saying.
I was going to say, do you know what, I reckon raccoons would be pretty good at, like, if you were to train them, sorting out recycling. Because they love going through bins, don't they? They'd be great.
Well, I'm not sure if they'd sort it out, but they'd certainly rearrange it. I mean, yeah, they do, but you'd have to motivate them in the same way that people motivate rats to drive cars.
Have you ever seen a rat driving a car?
A rat-sized car, but yes, I have. Apparently, again, this is such a tangent. Apparently, researchers did tests, and they would teach rats they had like a turn left, turn right, and go forward control. So it's a very simple car. They didn't have to master the clutch and whatever. And I don't think there were any hill starts, but they taught these rats to basically, they had these treats at a height that the rat could only reach by driving its car up to it and climbing off the car or something like that. But anyway, it turned out that actually when they took away the treats, the rats just enjoyed driving the cars for fun.
Like driving.
They would just drive the cars because they liked it.
One of them's got a convertible.
I think it's amazing. Like, they just enjoyed, like, driving around. And I get it.
That's brilliant. That is, like, say, sundry driver rats. Every Saturday morning, they're out polishing the car. At the end of that round, Amy, you have got 1 point.
Oh, that's better than nothing.
Better than nothing. What's your current favourite memory of Ammanford?
Well, do you know what? After I passed my driving test, because I grew up in Ushter down the road, and it was one of the first places you went for a spin to Ammanford, and you just drive just for no real reason. I mean, there was nothing here at the time, really. It was Barnardo's. That's my resounding memory, is just of driving it. And it's funny because I have to drive to work that way, and every day I drive because it just takes me straight back to passing my driving test and doing that first like kind of spin. Sorry, there is a fly that is bothering me.
Yeah, I can actually hear it on the microphone.
Can you hear it? He's huge. He must be huge, but I can't see him.
Do you want to keep the fly for round 2?
For a snack?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I'm not going to be able to get rid of him. The window's open.
If the window's, he'll fly out. It's fine.
Oh, you underestimate the stupidity of flies. That's the thing. I've got one of these. The window only like the top half opens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you open the top half, and it just flies repeatedly into the bit that isn't open. You'd think like, probabilistically, at least one of those times it would try the top, but no, it's just dunk, dunk,
I'll
dunk.
stay at the bottom corner and just keep going. I'll go through the glass.
See, Raccoon would be out that thing in a second. That's all I'm saying.
I heard somewhere, I don't know if it's true, when it comes to moths and light bulbs, the reason they're so attracted to light bulbs is that they're trying to go through the light because they want to enter a point of further darkness.
I heard that it was because they think it's the moon.
Really?
But that doesn't make sense to me.
No, they'd all be
I think
gone.
that fact's been corrupted. Yeah, because they would all be at the moon.
They'd all be just loads of thousands of frozen little moths floating up.
Maybe I've corrupted that fact in my head. As
Have you been watching too much PJ Masks?
What?
PJ Masks, the kids program. Why? What happens there? Is there a frozen moth?
There's Luna, who's one of the bad guys, and she's got moths, and she's obsessed with the moon, and her name is Luna. So, yeah, I don't know, just random tangent. Like I'm actually terrified of moths.
I'm almost certain that I have corrupted that fact because it doesn't make any sense. There'd be moths on the moon if that was true.
That's what the dark side of the moon is full of. Just it's not shadow, it's moths.
I thought it was the Nazis. Wasn't that a? I don't know if it was a conspiracy or they just made a movie about it. I'm sure there was a movie about it.
Oh,
but
it wasn't
they made
Man in the High Castle, was it?
I don't think so. Well, that might have touched on it. I think it was called Iron Sky, actually.
Yeah, that sounds... Yeah, Iron Sky. US astronauts disturb a Nazi moon base and the Nazis launch an expedition to Earth to pick up a computer tablet to power their final invasion.
Is that implying that the Nazis were aliens?
No, I think it... Well, I mean, they would have... Aside from all the the issues that they had with the whole war and genocide and everything, they did have a very successful kind of aeronautics program under Wernher von Braun, who you might remember from such shows as NASA and the Apollo program.
Really?
Might be.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it was called Operation Paperclip. Basically, after the war, the Germans promised a load of really high-ranking and ultimately intelligent Nazi scientists, particularly ones involved in like the rocket program, like the V1, V2 rocket programs, which was Wernher von Braun's, that was his thing. They basically said, okay, we'll give you immunity if you come and work for us. And they did. And they basically had a huge contribution to the American space program, Nazi scientists.
Wow. Isn't that the same synopsis as Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
I don't really know anything about Marvel, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
It's exactly basically the Hydra agents are drafted in after the war to help with technologies, and they sort of smuggle inside. Yeah, it sounds quite similar. This Iron Sky, though, it's classified as a B action movie. But here's the best bit: the tagline. It came out in 2012, and the tagline for it is: "The Nazis set up a secret base on the far side of the moon in 1945, where they hide out and plan to return to power in 2018."
Well, they must be delayed. There must be traffic in the Van Allen belt.
Right, let's do round 2. This is Where You Off N. So there's one question. You get 3 points for the correct answer. In this round, I've picked an independent shop from your high street and added 2 fake ones. The question is, which one is the real one? Ready for the options, Aim?
Yep.
Option 1, Cheerful Church Knitwear. Option 2, Cozy Den Cafe. Or option 3, Comfy Corner Coffee Shop.
See, now I was like, oh, this is going to be so easy. I know the high street.
I can go through the options again.
Cozy, what was the first one?
So first one was Cheerful Church Knitwear.
Cheerful Church, right.
The second one was Cozy Den Cafe. And the third one is Comfy Corner Coffee Shop.
And this is in Ammanford.
This is in Ammanford.
Proper. See, well, we have lots of coffee shops and cafes, but I can't think of it. I'm feeling it has to be the knitwear because I haven't heard of the coffee shops, but I also haven't heard of the knitwear. And
You do like a bit of knitting and related disciplines.
Yeah, I know I do. So that's why I'm thinking it can't be that.
Are you not on the local knitwear scene?
I do have my favourite yarn shop in Ammanford.
Oh, there you go.
It's not called that. Oh, so I'm trying to think because I know I think it's one of the coffee shops. I think it's one of the coffee shops. Oh, was it Cozy Den Cafe or Comfy Corner?
Cozy Den Cafe or Comfy Corner Coffee Shop.
I don't. Cozy Den Cafe.
Yeah?
Go with that. I don't think it's right.
It is right. It is Cozy Den
Oh!
Cafe. Yeah.
Where is it?
So it's situated on Wine Street. The correct answer is Cozy Den Cafe, a family-run cafe on Wine Street offering everything from desserts to roast dinners.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll have to go and check it out.
It looked quite nice. I went through the high street, picked somewhere. I was like, pretty sure we've not been there. And yeah, it looked really nice on social media. At the end of that round, Amy, you have now got 4 points.
Hooray!
This episode is sponsored by the New Comedian's Guidebook. Ever wanted to try comedy? Are you a new comedian who wants the upper hand? The New Comedian's Guidebook gives you all the advice you need to hit the ground running and get funny fast. In its first 3 months, it's had 10 5-star reviews on Amazon. That's the New Comedian's Guidebook, available now. Nathan, what's your overall thoughts of Ammanford so far? Do you think we're selling it as well as the local tourism board would?
It sounds like a place where people live. There are things to do, and there are places there.
Wow,
and that's not an insult, because there are plenty of places where there's nothing to do. It's
We have
a
a
place.
McDonald's now.
Is that the one that ran out of bacon?
No, it
Not
ran out of electricity though.
sure. Yeah, there's currently a generator powering the whole site. It's been there for, I think it's been open a year now, hasn't it?
Since
Maybe
opening.
I don't
Yes,
think
it's
that's
opening.
running out of electricity. I think that's never having electricity, but it's still there.
Oh.
That's like, oh yeah, the electricity's gone. It's like, if it's been a year, you're just a generator now. That's your setup.
That is your job. Stay there. I mean, they've even like dug the pipes underneath so that like it reduces the tripping hazard. So
That's an
blatantly-
installation.
it is, isn't it? Yeah,
That's
it
like-
is. That's kind of what people do.
It's like when you ring up a place and they say, we're currently experiencing a higher than normal call volume, but they always say that. So, well, that's not higher than normal then, is it? That is your normal.
That's the
That's
new
your
norm.
baseline. Honestly.
So, Amy, you've met Alan Carr and Susie Dent. Which one were you most excited to meet, and did they meet your expectations?
Both of them. Like,
Oh,
I
that's a
get
cop out.
well, no, because like I don't get to meet famous people, so anyone is a bonus. But yeah, no, they were both absolutely lovely, so lush. You know, they say that not everyone's persona on TV can translate into reality. It totally does. Like we bumped into Susie at breakfast one day, and she made a point to come around and talk to everybody. You didn't walk past her, and she didn't have a word for you. And Alan, he gives an amazing cut. She's lovely. They were just really, really lovely people. They were very, very busy. So, you know, we didn't see too much of them because obviously having seen the show, they did a lot of stuff afterward. Like we did our bit and then they had their bits. But yeah, no, they were gorgeous.
Of course, when it comes to filming, when you see how much doesn't make the final cut, they would have more than likely, watching the show, they'd have more than likely have had to have watched all of the rounds of you guys doing it, chiming in with their own observations, and then it would have probably only been 30 seconds of those clips that would have actually made it onto the show.
If that. Hours and hours and hours of footage of us walking up and down paths.
My shoes fell apart.
I forgot how to walk at one point. It's like, oh, that foot goes in front of that foot.
Round 3, phoning it in.
Oh,
in this
no.
round, yes.
I'm quite excited about this one.
In this round, I've called a local shop for a chat. You've got to guess who they are. You get 5 points if you can name the shop, and 5 points if you can guess what they sell.
Okay.
So here it is.
How you doing, Callum? You okay?
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Gareth.
Good man. So just to confirm, you are in Ammanford, is that correct?
Yeah, we are indeed. We're in Ammanford itself.
Brilliant. And what's around you, Callum?
So people know us for being slightly out of town. We're obviously opposite Easy Tanning and obviously adjacent to the co-op as well as the bus stop. And a lot of people find it quite convenient to come across to ourselves from the bus station itself. And we're very renowned or known as the Blue Building in Ammanford.
Are you the only blue building in Ammanford?
We are, in fact, the only Blue Building in Ammanford, and people are quite knowing us for this as well.
She should be able to answer it from that, shouldn't she, really?
Yes, I should think so. People know us for that.
Brilliant. Okay, then, Callum, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.
No problem at all.
So that was Callum. So any idea who they are, Aim?
What's your definition of blue? Because I can picture that entire street. I know where Easy Tan is, the bus station co-op. I can see it. And straight away I was thinking you're going to the coffee shop, but I'm pretty sure that's green.
Let me have a quick look. I'll have a look at the venue.
This has come up previously, hasn't it? We've had issues.
I need to know where it falls on the blue spectrum. Yes,
that's
because
not blue.
you tucked up Jordan on colours.
Okay, yeah, Jordan was a previous contestant, and it was a very dark navy blue, but it was to the point where it was black. But the caller said navy blue, so yeah, he wasn't very happy. Yeah, it's a slightly off bluey tealy colour.
Yeah, I think it's right. So I've got it right. I get points for if I know what they sell, and points for if they're selling something, it's not the solicitors or estate agents or anything.
Yeah, so yeah, five points if you can name the shop, 5 points if you can guess what they sell.
I can picture like if it's the coffee shop I'm thinking of, I can picture their signage because they do a lot on social media as well, and I think they've gone viral for something recently as well.
They do, yeah. They put quite a lot of videos up.
You're saying they do. You're not confirming that I'm actually right. You're just agreeing with me about the coffee shop because you know the coffee shop I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I want to say it's that coffee shop, but it's green and brown in my head.
Greg's is blue, right?
It's
other baked goods shops are available.
Because I don't want to kind of go down
good.
on this tangent. I was like, I'm pretty sure that it's run by a young couple, and I'm like, he looks like a Callum. Oh,
he looks like a Callum.
That's where we're at now.
Right, opposite the co-op, opposite the Chinese.
Easy Tan.
On that, there was the nails place that burnt down. Next door to that was the Chippy.
Well, I would argue that's probably not blue. It's probably
no, I know. I'm just trying to like
charred black.
It's black now, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's offices. So I think the only thing that sells anything there is the coffee shop or the Chippy. And it's not. I don't think it's the Chippy. I think it's. Oh no! The Chippy isn't blue. Oh, I'm just going to say the coffee shop because I'm so obsessed with them in my head right now that I'm going to have to go there later to buy a cup of coffee if it's not them, just to say I'm really sorry.
I think you've given them a lot of publicity. The amount of times you said
I think you're overestimating how many people are going to listen to this episode.
Final answer?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think they sell coffee and they've got a really cool name.
So cool you can't remember it.
I can't remember. Oh, jeez. Because every time we drive past it, no. Have they been there a while? So this shop in particular, right? Forget my coffee shop tangent just for a moment. This shop, have they been there a while or are they fairly new?
You heard the clip. I can't tell you.
Oh, I'm just going to have to say the coffee shop now. Because if I change my mind, it actually is the coffee shop. That's going to be awful.
Ready?
Yeah.
It was the coffee shop.
Hey!
It is 5 points. Way, it's green. No, it's it is a teal colour. I did have a quick look now while we were chatting.
It's teal, it is not like the greener of like the teal turquoise.
They have got a
duo.
really cool name, haven't they?
Yes, it's Catch Up Coffee Shop. So
Catch Up Coffee Shop. That's it. I knew it was the C's from the questions earlier. That's the one I was thinking of when you gave me the options like what's the real shop, what's the not.
There was a slight clue there, yeah. So answer was Catch Up Coffee Shop. It's a family-run coffee shop that hosts a range of well-being events. They actively encourage inclusion and have recently become the finalist in the 2026 Best of Welsh Food and Hospitality Awards. Brilliant.
You know what? That shop front, there is a picture of it looking very blue. The logo is absolutely teal. But I've just Googled this week. There's a post on their Instagram opening this week, and that shop is definitely blue.
See, now the picture I'm looking at, the sign is like a teal, which is totally my colour. The shop itself is cream. Have they painted it?
Maybe.
That's why it's thrown me off. But I'm sensing there's a blue theme in today's episode. I'll be honest. Was that purposeful, Gar?
Oh yeah, actually there wasn't. It wasn't a purposeful. And when it came to the Smurf question, I didn't even connect the conversation.
No, you're supposed to say it was all planned. God.
All planned.
Well,
all part of the plan.
It would be just to annoy me because, like, I'm a teal girl through and through. But I'm sorry, Catch a Coffee Shop signage is teal.
So, yeah, at the end of that round, so you had 5 points from that round. At the end of that round, you now have a total of 9 points.
How frustrating was that when you were like, she's right, but she's going to talk herself out of this now?
I thought you were going to, when I said about catch-up coffee shop being, I can't remember now. You mentioned something, I agreed with you, and you said, but you're only agreeing with me because that's...
The viral.
Yeah, the viral thing. And I thought, crikey, have I just given it away? No, brilliant.
No.
So,
but I'm quite glad that I said he looks like a Callum, and Callum actually does look like a Callum, so that's fine.
we can always go and say hello after. Let's say,
Can we have a picture on screen?
Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. I may ask
now,
him.
audience, does this person look like a Callum?
I've just realised with the blue theme, just like I'm actually wearing blue as well. So this is like
What?
This is blue as well.
Blue.
Yeah, blue top. Yeah.
Oh, that's not blue.
And
it is. It's blue leopard print, because who hasn't seen
looks
blue
like,
leopard?
I was going to say it looked black and white.
It does, yeah. The camera.
Oh yeah, it's very faded.
Yeah.
But this is white. That's definitely not white.
And of course, you're in a blue room. Is that right, Callum? Is that blue or teal?
Nathan.
First of all, my name isn't Callum. Maybe
he doesn't look like a Callum.
Maybe I do look like a Callum. I don't know.
My goal in life is to send Nathan enough stupid memes and dad jokes with the underscore of intelligence to reduce IQ, so that I can
you say this, Amy, but we need to have an intervention here. You've got to step up the game, because some of these are just mind-numbing at this point.
I sent you a repeat meme the other day.
You know they are. You know that they're bad. Like,
I know, that's why I said them here.
You've got to intersperse a good one eventually, or I'll just want to die.
I'll settle for like knocking a few points off your IQ. It's all right.
Oh God! That's it. You can't. You're trying to bring me down to your level. Is that what it?
Well, it's not far to fall.
I don't know. You could fit a London bus in that gap. I'm very humble, by the way.
Do you know what? It's a fierce rivalry kicking back off a year after the show now, or after it was filmed.
It was so wholesome at the time. Like, it was lovely. We were proud of each other. There were tears. There were hugs. It was amazing. And then ever since then, it's just been like an ongoing kind of like...
It's easy to be brave.
Do you know what the funny thing is? This is why we're having to do it remotely, is they can't be within 10 foot of each other.
We're
Nathan
not
actually
allowed
lives next door.
Yeah, we're not allowed to be in a room with each other after the incident.
Right. Round 4 and the final round. This is called Fact File. So in this round, Amy, you'll be hearing a series of facts about Ammanford read out by Nathan, not Michael. Your job is to retain them and answer questions about them. One fact will be incorrect, so listen closely. Also, Nathan can help you win a bonus point here by reading out the facts within less than 30 seconds. So what I'll do, once you've got the blurb up ready, Nathan, I'll get my stopwatch. When you're ready, just say go, press go, and I'll fire it up.
Yeah, take a deep breath.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, a half. Go. Ammanford is located 12 miles from Swansea and has held 2 national Eisteddfods. The town of Crossin was voted to change to Ammanford in 1880. There are 3 major rivers in Ammanford: Amman, Locher and Towie. It was the 4th town in the world to achieve fair trade status. In 1485, Henry Tudor, that's Henry VII, allegedly stayed at Derwydd Mansion on his march from Milford Haven to the Battle of Bosworth. In 1925, striking miners effectively took control of the entire town by force for a duration of 10 days.
So you were 33 seconds.
No.
But you paced it out nicely. That was the thing. It's given Amy a bit more time to sort of take in the facts, and you corrected yourself on a couple of things. So I say that's fair. She could potentially earn more points from the questions because of how well you've brought out the answers or described the blurb. So are you ready, Amy?
Well, I think I've done I did my research and I listened to the previous episodes, and I remember Paul Hilliard saying that he got so fixated when he thought he'd spotted the lie that he didn't listen to anything else. I think I might have done the same thing.
So what do you think is a lie?
The 3 rivers. The Locher is Llanelli, and I don't know that it actually makes it this far. Is it just the Towie and the Amman here?
Do you want to change that?
Well, no, because it's the only thing that's stuck in my head now. It's not the 4th town to achieve fair trade status then.
I don't think he can help you.
I blatantly have no idea. I could just recite all the facts for you if you wanted. Henry Tudor, I'm pretty sure he did he did stay in Derwydd Mansion, so that'll probably be the line now because it's the one I'm certain about. 1925, the striking miners taking control of the town for 10 days. Is it something stupid like it was only 9 days?
Oh no! So I'm not that pretentious. I think it was the one. There was the one with Jordan, was it? With the duration for No,
Yeah.
when the trains happened and they added an extra 100 years on, and it was a little bit like, that was quite a hard one. Do you want me to go through the false fact, give you the answer?
Go on then.
So the false fact, you were spot on. There's 2 rivers, but it's the Towie that's not in Ammanford. The River Lucha and the
Oh yeah, that actually makes sense because rivers only run one way, don't
and
they?
the Ammon. Do you know what? I'm gonna double check that because although like that was in the blurb, I'm gonna look
It's
at.
interesting
Yeah.
that because the 2 I've heard of are the Ammon and the Towie, but I've not heard of the Looker.
Yeah, but you've probably heard of the other Towie because it's in Swansea, the Abertowie, but then you've got the Towie T.
No,
Y.
it was when we travelled to Nangaredig.
Oh yeah.
I think
Towie
we
was.
crossed Towie.
We did.
Yeah, where did we cross the Towie in Gareth? Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, you cross the Towie. It's literally by the bridge, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. So it does. It does. It flows directly through Ammanford, the River Lucha. Tracing the border. Yeah. Sorry, I double checked that one because I wasn't too sure if that was correct. Sometimes AI can make a cock up, but it does say the River Lucha does go through Ammanford. So yeah. It was the Towie that doesn't go through Ammanford.
So I had the right fact, but for the wrong reasons. So I
Right
get a point.
fact. I'll give you 1.5. I'll give you 1.5.
1.5. I get an extra half.
1.5. There you are. It was. Do I give? I don't even know if I give 3 points for the bonus fact. Do I give 3? I just realised as I was saying, I was like, should I be giving 3 points or 1? I'm gonna have to probably reassess all the marking now. Right. Okay. So here we go. Question 1: When did the striking miners take control of the town?
1925.
1925. That is spot on. Yeah, that's correct. 3 points. How many miles is Ammanford from Swansea?
12.
12. That's another 3 points. What year was the cross-in voted to change to Ammanford?
1880.
1880. Yes, another 3 points. Where was Henry Tudor going to?
Where was he going?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not nice.
I know,
He
innit?
stayed at Derrys Manor. He was on his way to the Battle of Bosworth.
That's correct. That's 3 points.
Hey!
And the final one, how long did the miners take over Ammanford?
10 days.
10 days. That's 15 points.
Hey!
So that's 15. And right, okay, that's brilliant. So while I
Has
tally...
anyone else got like a clean slate on that yet?
I don't know if Tom Ricks did. He smashed it. I'll have to double check. I'm not too sure. But while I'm tallying up the points, Nathan, how do you think Amy fared in today's challenge?
Yeah, all right. I'd have done better, but you know, no.
There's the man that couldn't remember his own age.
It's pretty good performance, I think. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
I'd say so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know because I'm not from Ammanford, so I don't know how well you'd be expected to know these things. But you know, it wasn't a nil point, so that's always an achievement.
I think I'll be allowed to stay.
Yeah, I think you've done really well. So at the end of that round and at the end of the game, Amy has a grand total of 25.5 points, which I think potentially puts her in the lead by 1.5 points, although I am going to double check the bonus point.
There we go. Nobody's going to be screaming fixed now.
Yeah.
You didn't need that 30-second point. You know, that my enunciation made all the difference, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Couldn't have done it without you, mate.
Oh,
So-
right.
Amy, before we leave as well, how can we find you on social media? I believe you've got a crochet page, is that correct?
Yeah, I do. If anybody actually wants to find me, I mean, I'm not that interesting, but Amy's Colourful Crochet. But I'm also If You Try, You Can't Fail, which is my little chat with the universe that you get all the random stuff about my life or any random thoughts that come into my head occasionally. Very, very occasionally. It's not consistent, but yeah.
Really setting the expectations there.
Well, I've got nothing to plug, nothing to sell. But if anyone is actually interested in what kind of crazy lives in here, then carry on.
I have to live with it. Right. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. And as always, if you've enjoyed, please give us a follow and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.